Big cat, how you came to be is no longer a mystery. Black sheep is your birthright. It's code for the one who brings the light. I bet if there's a crack, you don't fall back. Remember who you are. No rest for the wicked with their skullduggery. The use spell workers' projection to send out envy, hate, and jealousy. You are the prototype, your ancestors champion. They shield you and send back those spiritual attacks. You are divinely protected from the dummy bats. Yeah. Big cat, the most high, got your back. He sits high and looks low, so don't get smoked or smoke yourself. Big cat, move in silence. Only time you speak is to say checkmate.
Namaste! Grand Rising, Big Cat. Welcome, or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555. Come in! Come on! I've got intel.
Hey there.
Recon is afoot. May your comings and goings be forever covered by the grace of the Most High. When in doubt, go within. Namaste, bestie. Are you fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely? Let's dive right in. We're going to set the intention of this read, darling dears. We want to know, is your lover, your partner, your friend, whatever this person is, are they holding you back from your bag? Okay, let's get the dice on the tableau, darling dears. Is somebody holding you back from your bag? A lover, a friend, family member? Who is it? Let's turn this down so it's nice and low, so it doesn't interrupt the reading. Oh, we have the energy of a 9, darling dears. The energy of the 9 is a southwardly direction, darling dears. Okay? Lean in, bestie. Lean in. The energy of the 9, darling dears, is about your fame, your reputation, your career, your bag, your everything. Your social life, darling dears. So somebody definitely is trying to put a spanner in your works. The energy of the 9 is represented by early summer. Maybe they're going to be revealed to you in the early summer, darling dears. It's also representative of the colors red and bright orange, darling dears. So definitely somebody is trying to stop your fame, your reputation. They don't want you to get that bag. They don't want you to have no social connections, darling dears. We have the energy of a 9. The energy of the 9, darling dears, is completion. It's about something being over. It's come to fruition, darling dears. So this situation has got to come to an end, and it's a fated ending. Remember, I told you that. The energy of the 5, darling dears. Somebody feels threatened. So they feel threatened by the security or foundation that you're actually building for yourself at this moment in time. And you will have to make a major decision. The best time to make a major decision is at the next new moon. And the next new moon is in, I believe it's Scorpio. Yeah, Scorpio. Scorpio on the 1st of November. Okay. We've got the energy of the 4. So there's a lot of communication been going on. Text messages. Lots of writing, meetings, everything to do with communication, even how you present yourself, darling dears. It's telling me that you're going to have to get in touch with someone in order to extricate yourself from this situation. The energy of the 4 also speaks about you possibly going towards a new love situation for some, darling dears. A new love affair. Good golly and gosh, if it's a partner, they ain't going to like it. Woo, child, this is the tea, the mocha, straight, straight, come through safari, push, clap, good golly and the gosh, darling dears, and the gosh. The energy of the 9 speaks about it. An unexpected, fortunate event is going to be coming towards you, darling dears, and it's going to continue to unfold for you over the next 12 months. The The 4 and the 5 is also pertaining to some kind of surprise, which is going to be happy for you, darling dears. Happy, possibly finding out who's trying to F you over and block your bag, your blessings, darling dears. We're going to find out. Just relax, darling dears. We'll get to it. Okay, let's bring a runestone into this. So somebody's deliberately trying to stop your bag. Maybe they're getting into your mind, darling. It's making you think that you're not good enough to achieve what you want to achieve. Listen, we have the energy. Oh, bestie. Oi. We have the energy of Temperance, darling dears. This is Ewas, according to the runestones. Okay, so this is telling me, because in the upright, you put a lot of trust in this situation, darling dears. Temperance energy in the upright, darling dears. It encourages you to what? It's about you looking at these relationships, because temperance is about bringing things into balance, being harmonious, being in a peaceful situation, being patient in a situation. The energy of the temperance also speaks about a secret admirer. So for some, this is the partner that's coming into your life, darling dears. Okay, it tells me that you are the diplomatic one. You are the one that seeks peace and balance in a situation. Yeah, you could have been as far gone as being what? A people pleaser, darling dears, letting everybody have their say and you don't have no say. Okay. The temperance energy is about bringing, as I said, peace back to the situation. Okay. In a love situation, as far as a lover trying to stop you about, this person is extremely impatient. They like to overindulge with drugs, alcohol, whatever it is, whatever their indulgence is, darling dears. They're not going to communicate with you if you try to restore balance to the situation, darling dears. So it's definitely something, energy of the 9, it's got to come to an end. It's time for you to continue to what? Focus on your healing, right? On your path. Okay? Bringing balance back into the situation, darling dears. Good golly and the gosh. Let's get your Oracle Ancestral message. I'm going to go with the life lesson cards. The energy of the 9, according to the 48 laws of power, is about winning through your actions and never through your words, darling dear. So I guess you got to show them a thing or two. Yeah, sometimes you got to pop up and show these ninjas that they can't take it's not even the piss. Take the shit in your life, darling dears. What is the Oracle Ancestral message? Oh, this one was trying to jump up into my hand. Water Guardian, darling dears. Connect with your emotions. Yeah, somebody that wants you to be disconnected from your emotions, darling dears, so that you can put up with situations that are no longer for you. This is a time when you need to tap in, because you've got this mystical energy around you, darling dears. This is about you utilizing that energy, your intuition and your discernment, because somebody don't want you to be in your emotions, darling dears. They want you to be emotionless, so they continue to take a shit in your life, right? Whatever's clearing up, it's all going to be revealed to you by the springtime, darling dears. See your seeds grow. So it could be a business that you're going towards, darling dears, that they're trying to stop or dissuade you from, darling dears, or plant the seed that you're not good enough and compare you to someone else when you are compared to no one, darling dears. Remember, I told you that. Okay. The energy of the 9 itself, according to the major arcana, is the Hermit energy, darling dears. So yeah, you're going to be needing to seek some kind of introspection. This is about you going within. This is about you reflecting on this situation, because this person definitely wants to stop your bag, whether it's a lover, a friend, family member, whatever that person is to you, darling dears. They don't mean you any good. The Temperance is showing that you have to be peaceful, darling dears. Okay, don't fly off the handle. Gather your information. Remember, law number 9, win through your actions, never through your words. Okay, let's move on. Right, let's get a deck. What deck am I going to be reading from? I'm going to pull 4 cards around this situation. Base of the deck, you've got options, darling dears, but they don't want you to see the options that you can create for yourself. Definitely trying to block your blessings, the good, the golly, and the gosh. I'm going to start off with 4 cards and see what goes on from there. So this person that's trying to block your bag, tell me more about this person that's trying to block your bag. Something just spin up, or am I seeing double? Look, Queen of Wands, this is a gossiping, back front neck tabbing. It could be a female, it could be a he-male, darling dears, a Mitch bitch or a bitch Mitch, one of the two, darling dears. Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is someone that doesn't have the right intentions. As I said, they're a gossiper. They're extremely jealous. They're secretive, very possessive, darling dears. Or maybe they're only possessive over you because they just don't want you to have any close friends, no one that you can actually go to. This is somebody that will cut you off from I don't know, people that will have a take on your life, darling dears. It could be a friendship group. They don't want you to be amongst those friends. Family members, get you away from them. This is someone that will separate you from that situation in order to what? Do wickedness, darling dears. If this is a lover, this person is also unfaithful to you at this moment in time. They've got a very bad temper, darling dears. Bordering on what? Narcissism. They've got no certificate from an exorcist, darling dears. None whatsoever. This person is extremely superficial, darling dears. They're having an issue with authority figures. Base of the deck, darling dears. Oh, good golly and gosh, because you gave to them, darling. You poured into a situation. This is the Moon and Taurus energy. Moon is about, yeah, you went through cycles. You could have been with this person for a long time, darling dears, but you gave into the situation. We've got the scales of the Libra, so it was the one-to-one relationships that you was given to, darling dears. Now you've got to stop that shiznai and skedaddle. It's time for you to leave that situation. We've got the Mercury as well as Aquarius energy, darling dears. Okay, you're going towards some kind of new social group, a new network system, darling dears. New people are coming into your life, as I said. Pardon me. As I already said, darling dears, you've got a secret admirer. Somebody's admiring you at this moment in time. Let's carry on. Oh, this is a lot of cards spilling over. They're going upside down, round and round. Not having it. This one fell off, though. I'm going to take it. Yeah, an Emperor in the reverse. If you have a child with this person that would like to stop your bag, darling dears, this is an absentee father. If they've gone into a new relationship, they're dealing with somebody who's cheating on them anyway, darling dears, and I don't think their ego can take it. Not at this moment in time. Yeah, bringing the justice into the situation, one-to-one relationships. Yeah, a situation that you're going to have to leave, fall back from. Energy of the 4, darling dears. Leave that situation stat. Why was they trying to block your bag? Why is it that they don't want you to improve yourself? Yeah, because they don't love you. They don't. They don't love nothing about you, darling dears. They don't want you to choose you in any situation. Look, what did I just say? A back front neck tabber. Swords energy is talking about them being extremely manipulative, darling dears, able to gaslight you into doing what they want. But Divine is telling me that you've got to block them now, darling dears. Get rid of this person. They don't want you to have nothing, darling dears. The one money that you had coming up already, darling dears, that was money that you was giving to them, pouring into their situation. Yeah, this is what's going to happen. You'll be more stable and secure once you leave that situation, being able to create a new beginning for you. You've got an archway here, so new things will open up for you, but you have to leave that situation in order to get your 11-11 fade. Somebody's also going to be invited to some kind of a party. It could be a celebration, a marriage. You could be celebrating yourself, a new milestone, but don't celebrate with this person, darling dears. You've got to leave them where they are. This person needs to be left alone. The good, the golly, and the gosh. Look what's there as again. We've got 4, 4, 4 in juxtaposed position, darling dears. This person has created nothing but disappointments in your life. It's about you leaving this situation and circumstance behind. They're definitely trying to block your bag. Yeah, Look what just came up. This was upwards. King of Wands, darling dears. King of Wands could represent a black person or somebody from black heritage, darling dears. King of Wands is somebody who is futuristic, forward-thinking, a natural-born leader, darling dears. It could be you or someone else in your circle. Or it may not. It could just be their archetype, darling dears. Tell me something more about this situation. 9 of Wands, and we started on the 9, darling dears. I think you're going to start seeing all your ducks lining up, realizing what exactly you've been facing all of this time. 2 of Wands is for you to put down this situation. It's a toxic, temporary situation. The good, the golly, and the gosh. Yeah, 2 of Wands also speaks about you assessing the progress you've made in the situation, because you will see that nothing has improved in the situation, darling dears. It's about you going within and discovering yourself, looking towards your future, turning your back on any toxic situation you may find yourself in. This person does not, I repeat, does not wish you well. You was always wounded in the situation. This could also speak about physical wounds, verbal wounds, darling dears. The verbal, I don't know, it's right up there, the physical and the verbal wounds, because the verbal wounds, they stay with you. OMG. Things that they said. Oh my God. Look, no love in a situation. This person was a cheater, a cheating cheatara. Yeah. A mattress back or animal in a kitten or Cuban heel. But you're going to start thinking more clearly. This is again on a 9. Good golly. And the gosh. And the gosh, bestie. 2 9s on the tableau. Whatever they did, darling dears, they're going to regret it forever, because it's going to be a mine again. Yeah. Bad luck is following them like white on rice. People don't just get away with it. Just because you don't see their comeuppance doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Yeah. When we see, because this is what you gave in the situation, money, it speaks about your health, it speaks about stability. You gave a lot in this situation. In the reverse, they have to give back that shit. They must give it back. How are they going to give it back? And they're so bad lucked. I don't want nothing from anyone that bad lucked. No. Sorry. Excuse me, merciful play. We've got the Hermit energy, darling dears, on his forehead. Didn't we say the read is about the Hermit energy, darling dears? Good golly. And the gosh, darling dears. And the gosh, this person is extremely immature. They betrayed you in every way possible, darling dears. And they're the cause of whatever health issue you have at this moment in time. You definitely have to isolate yourself from this situation immediately. Immediately, darling dears. One way or the other. But it's also not to take what they did. Don't take it and make it your life, darling dears. Yes, this has happened to you, but you still have to go back outside. You still have to go and get towards your bag, darling dears. You still have to stay on your gangster. You're a big cat, remember that. You are Ibex. Prototype of your lineage. Good golly and the gosh, look, Queen of Swords. Yeah, you're highly intelligent, darling dears. Highly intelligent. Queen of Swords also tells me this is somebody who's about to divorce themselves from a situation, leave a situation. You're very astute, you're very humorous, but just not to everybody, darling dears. Yes, you'll listen, but you'll be no one's fool ever again. Can't you see your eyes are cut out? Yeah, no one's fool, and you got the justice in the upright. Give unto Caesar what's due unto Caesar, darling dears. Whatever they took from you, them have to give back. They have to. Look, the tree of life, they have to give it back. So how are they going to give it back to you if they're not allowed to be in your hemisphere? Judgment is on them, darling dears. They have to give it back. This person also like to come back into your life. Why do they want to come back? Oh, why would they want to come back? Yeah, because they can't take the karma that's on them, darling dears. 10 of Swords. Yeah. what was taken from you must be returned to the owner, because you gave with a clean heart. If this was a lover, they took the piss. They was cheating before you even signed on the dotted line. If you married them, or if it's a long-term situation, they was always cheating. Why? Because they got low self-esteem, blood. And yes, they're trying to stop your bag. If you've gone and got a new job, they're the type of person that would always be cursing you out, verbal abuse, darling dears, making you feel less than. But when you go to work, you understand, you're in a position, I don't know, a leadership position, or where you're teaching or training others. They try to keep you small on purpose. Look, yeah, about your work, darling dears, but it's your spirit. Queen of the Page of Swords on his forehead. This person is watching you, darling dear. They're gonna watch you win, right? They're gonna watch you win. You're not gonna allow what they did to take you down, darling dears. Yeah. Okay, let me just pull 3 more cards. Or should I get a fresh deck? I'm gonna get a fresh deck. Look, the cycle must be broken. The cycle must be broken, darling dears. 2020 on the counter. So that's the 10-10, the double of the 10-10. The 10-10 tells me that the universe is hearing you, has your back, darling dears. You are at breakthrough. Remember, the 10-10 is binary source code. I know it's gone to the 2020, but listen. It's potatoes or potatoes. I'm telling you what it means. Okay, let's pull some final cards to summarize this person that deliberately tried to block your bag. They don't want you to have more than them when they haven't got the learning. They haven't got what it takes to do what you do, darling dears. They don't. That was like you were sleeping with the enemy. Even if it was a friendship, a family member, it was the enemy. Let's look at the current energy at the moment in time. Now that you've been pipped at the post and I've told you what they're trying to do, block your bag, right? Isolate yourself, right? Listen, where's my shoes, Nayi? Yeah, point A and point B, guys, because this is where they want you, in dummy bat territory. Law number 10. You need to isolate yourself from that situation. Stat, hermit energy, shine that spiritual light on them, darling dears. It's also telling you to look at yourself, self-reflection, introspection, darling dears, so that you never, ever get yourself into a situation where you're dealing with the enemy. Outrageous, darling dears, outrageous. Everything is always tying in together. Yeah? Okay. What else? Is there any challenge or obstacle that's going to be blocking you from releasing this person from your life, this person or people? Is there any energy that's going to be blocking you? Is there a challenge? Let us know. Fell on the tableau. What's this? No. Leave, blood. Leave. Find the strength within, darling dears. Leave. Some of you may have to put together a plan to leave, but either way, even if you, especially if you got progeny, remember, if you allow this person to still be in your life, stay in your life, knowing that they want to block your bag, they don't want you to do any better than you're doing right now. Because why? You'll realize that you don't need them, that you can do this by your damn self, darling dears. You leave. Look, isolation, and then leave. There's nothing, there's no challenge, there's no blockage, darling dears. Just what? Tinky Winky, darling dears. Tinky Winky always leaves with the bag. Remember, I told you that. Is there any other guidance that you need before I finish up this read? They was definitely trying to block your bag, darling dears. Hermit energy, you need to isolate yourself from it. Listen, you've got new opportunities coming towards you. Remember, I told you that, but you have to leave this situation. And the further you get away from the situation, your healing will start to activate, darling dears. You'll see exactly what you was dealing with. This person that didn't want you to have anything. You could have been in a position when you met this person. Yeah, you may have been isolated, but you had your things, your home, your car, your job, your career, whatever it is. You lost a lot of things in that situation. And the swords represent what? Clarity, darling dears. Clarity. Well, divine is going to give you another chance at the bag. We've got 9 and 2 6s. So it's the 3, 6 and 9, darling dears. You could be a life path 9, or the numbers 9, 18 and 27 will be on your hemisphere. The number 9 is represented by the I and R, which is Mars, Aries energy, darling dears. Mars, Aries energy is telling you to what? Put yourself first, darling dears. It's time for you to what? Initiate a fresh start in your life, new beginnings. The Aries energy is also telling me that it could have been something in your early environment that put you on this path, this wicked path, okay? Be very careful of accidents, darling dears. Be very careful of accidents. Yeah, but it's about your health as well, darling dears. All of this was affecting your health. This person was always in secret competition with you. You may even have progeny in the situation. Take your progeny with you. Leave the person behind. Yeah. But you have to be strong. Let me pull one final card. Yeah. You be the light that you need, darling dears. Go within. All of the answers come from within. Remember, I told you that. Yeah. Time for you to leave that wicked situation. They want to block your everything, bestie. Your everything. No. You have what it takes to overcome anything. But you have to believe in yourself, darling dears. You have to want to win more than the losses that you've been taken up to this point. Don't allow them to block anything in your life. Your bag, your blessings, whatever. And as I said, some of you will be going into a new love affair. Someone's paying attention. But as I said, end the situation. End the situation. Don't start a new love affair while you're with somebody. Why would you do that? That's bad karma, darling dears. End that situation and give yourself some space for you to get back on track. Let's get one final card. It was blocking your shiznai all this time, darling dears. We're going to go with the mermaid deck. Final card for the big cat. Listen, the cards ain't playing. You've got decisions to make, darling dears. And make sure you put yourself in the forefront. On that note, I drops me mic. Todd love to my Teesprings, my Patreon, or my TikToks, where I also upload videos. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big cat wave. Until we meet again. On these tarot streets, cat, 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 cat. And again, water elements, darling dears. Your intuition and your discernment is your guide. Big cat wave.